Hey everyone. Hey John, how's it going? How's it going? Pretty excited today because I'm going to be studying something different. Uh, I should share the link with you guys actually. Let me do that. I'm doing investing in stocks, the complete course on Udemy. So I'm pretty excited to start something new. Let me show the course to you guys. What I'm studying. Hey Kalista, how's it going? Let me pin this. Hey beep beep. Hello. Yeah, something new today. What about you guys? How's it going? Happy Friday to everyone. How was your week? Good morning, Luke. Beep beep. I'm using Thinkorswim. I'm starting off with paper money, Robert. I guess I can show you guys actually. Let me show you guys. Uh, beep beep. Yeah, I'm loading it up right now. I'll show you guys what I'm doing. I don't actually know what's happening on the Thinkorswim platform. I'm planning to do this course first just to get an understanding overall. And then I'm gonna do options trading specifically. So I have a course, I have a video for that. But before I do that, I'm gonna figure out the Thinkorswim platform so I can start actually trading some stocks first. It's loading up right now. Hey everyone. Hey Varun, Ayush. Why do I stream my study sessions? I stream my study sessions. Not gonna lie, there's a very selfish reason. It's because if I don't, I'm literally not gonna do anything. I've tried, I would be like, I'm gonna do this course, or I'm like, I'm gonna do like whatever, I'm gonna learn these things, but I never actually do it. The only way that I can really get myself to do it is to have that accountability. And on top of that, I feel like beep beep. It's like when some days when you just don't feel like doing anything, but it's like I show up here and then after going through that, after chatting with you guys, I just feel so refreshed and happy afterwards. And I hope at least that you guys also feel the same way when you do the study sessions in the mornings with me. It's like this community is what gets me up in the morning. Hey Bob, Arif, buy Bitcoin. I do own stuff that has Bitcoin, but I don't buy it directly. But maybe I will. I have to do my research. I like being informed of the things that I buy. So maybe one day. There we go. Hey Arif. Luke, your week was decent, probably could have been more productive. I think that's every week, isn't it? I'm glad it was decent though. We can always be more productive. But I'm glad that it was pretty good. Varun, do I use TensorFlow or PyTorch? I've used both before. Currently, I use neither at my job. There's fur literally everywhere. He's shedding. I think it's because it's spring and he starts shedding everywhere. Robert, look at eToro share. I'm not sure what that is, but I can look that up. eToro share. Here you go. eToro share. Oh, it's a crypto trading platform. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. I'll look into it. I'll look into it. And Arif, do I have any project ideas for someone who's intermediate in Python? People ask me this all the time, like what project ideas that I have. And I think it really just depends so much on what your interests are. You know, like if you're interested in trading, for example, then you would do something that's related to trading, like go make a bot or something like that. If you're interested in personal development, you can find some data sets that have to do with that and look into there. It's just, it's it's really difficult to suggest a single project idea to everybody because what's most important about a project is the fact that you are interested in the project, right? Especially with like personal projects, you're using it as a learning opportunity and it doesn't really help you that much in terms of like getting a job or anything like that. So it's very much like you should do something that you're interested in. If you're trying to get a job, the suggestion that I always give someone is to go and try to do something that is either open source, something that drives impact in the real world, as opposed to just something that you do as a personal passion project, because that's what employers will be looking for more. I hope that helps. All right, shall we get started? Let me grab my beep beep. It's time to get started. Okay. All right, 50 minutes. Let's go.
in 2009. I heard that was a big bounce back from.
All right, first Pomodoro break time. That was really interesting. Yeah, that was really interesting for me. I'm reverting back to my style of learning from when I was doing pharmacology because the stuff the this class is very like information and concept heavy as opposed to being math heavy. So the way that I actually review information is I go through and take notes. I try not to pause the video very much. I listen to 2 times the speed, and then I just take notes on whatever it is that the guy is talking about. And then after a certain amount of time, like after the break, I would actually go and what is it called? Shoot, there's an actual technical term for this, but I forgot what it is. But I basically go through and say with my own words everything that is actually happening that I learned, and that really cements the information into my brain. And when I move forward, I find that the information from previous times, I would remember that really, really well. So that's the technique that I use to make sure that I retain all the information that's being presented in the class. What's that word? Shoot, I literally forgot. If anybody wants to know, if anybody wants to tell me what that word is called, it's like when you go through and read and kind of like teach someone else, but like you say everything that you learned in your own words. Yes, active recall. Thank you, Kalista. Yes, active recall. Yeah. So that's the way that I used to do pharmacology. It's a really useful method for me, at least. So that's how I'm going through this course now. Yep. How is you guys study session? How is it? What are you guys studying today? Oh, thanks. Sharif, BB is hardworking. Yep, BB is very hardworking. He is just like running around like crazy right now. BB. Oh. Ugin, hello. How's it going? Dr. Merlot, glad that you guys can join. Robin, good evening. Aw, look, beep beep. Robin is saying hi to you. Vio noob. Yeah, Udemy is pretty awesome. Like at that price, I think it's really, really awesome. It's like incredible how you're able to just get all that value, all that information from paying such a cheap price. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Um, Dr. Merlot, you don't like information heavy. I like math heavy stuff. I enjoy doing math models for time series and financial data, lots of stochastic calculus involved. Yeah, I mean, I think it's like a bit of both, right? Because if you kind of like need to understand what it is that you're doing, which like is conceptually heavy stuff. And then I think after you get a good basis for all that information, then you can do these models and stuff, or not. Actually, like that's just like an assumption on my part. Like Dr. Merlo, did you like go through and cover all the information ahead of time and then started working on these models, or did you just like jump straight into working models and the math stuff? I feel like I used to be very leaning towards information having concept-based stuff just because I did pharmacology for my undergrad and I developed like a very efficient method of doing that. And then over time, during my master's degree, I became a lot more, like becoming it's like a lot more math heavy, a lot more like coding heavy and project-based stuff. So yeah, my style kind of changed over time. And what I realized that it's like now I'm starting to do like that other style and I try to combine them together now. So like get the base understanding of information and then go and start doing like models and start doing like project stuff. Yeah. Um, Kurt Van Eaton, paraphrase. Yeah, it is. It's active recall, paraphrasing. Yeah, I think the like term that's used in like academic circles is active recall. Yeah, but essentially is paraphrasing. Dr. Merlot, integrals. I'd be studying God Bayesian matrix of multi-scale machine learning algorithms for partial differential equation. Sounds fancy. Sounds fancy. That's pretty cool. So you're doing it on financial data then, right? Cool. Safa, you're joining from Montreal, working your first web scraper. Nice, nice. I'm really glad that you could join. Canadian, represent. I love Montreal, one of my favorite cities. Valeria, do you have your study every day or concrete days? Yeah, good question. I actually have a calendar in the descriptions where you can add that into your calendar. I do Monday, Tuesday, and Fridays pretty consistently. I mean, that's what I've done like for the past few weeks, and I'm planning to be pretty consistent about it. Yep, so I'll be glad we can join. It's always this time as well. Alexandro, you're writing your draft for submission to a journal. Currently, you're editing your tables on time-dependent AUCs with cost regression models. That is really, really awesome. That's so cool. Ah, it's gonna be your paper, huh? Is this like I assume that this is like a research-based project that you're doing? Robert, you're doing responsive designs in CSS. Cool. CSS. Yeah. I think if you do responsive design CSS, don't you have to incorporate JavaScript into that? Or is that just me not knowing web development very well? Yeah, let me know. Luke, you did a couple job applications on LinkedIn. Sign up for the Google Data Analytics certificate course. No idea if it's worth it. Nice. So yeah. So the job application on LinkedIn, really awesome. I'm really glad that you're making it so consistent in applying for jobs. That's really the way forward. So really glad that you're doing that. Yeah, I heard a lot about the Google Data Analytics certificate course. I haven't looked into it personally, but I know that Data Professor, I think he did a review on it. So I think that'd be a cool place to check it out. Yeah, not sure myself how it is. But let me know, keep me updated. If you're gonna go through with it, keep me updated on how you find it. I'm pretty curious. ACTZ. Hi. Dr. Merlot, what song do I listen to when you study? Do you like orchestra heavy songs? I don't actually listen to anything when I study. I have the music playing because you guys requested having some music in the live stream. Yeah, personally, I don't really listen to anything. When I code, I listen to. If I'm really tired, I listen to metal. If I'm just like chill and stuff, then I listen to like the kind of music that I'm playing right now. But I do like orchestra heavy songs. There's like specific songs that just motivate me a lot, and some of them are pretty orchestra heavy ones, including metal. Matthew, how old am I? I'm 25. ACTZ, hello. How many lead code problems have you done to get your FANG offer? This is always an awkward question for me. I did one lead code question. I don't recommend doing what I did. I have a video it's called like medical doctor to software engineer. It's a really good friend of mine, and he describes his strategy of doing lead code questions. And that's how he landed a really good job offer in the end. But yeah, for me personally, I didn't really do any lead codes. I did apply for software engineering and stuff, but I just kind of used the information that I learned in school, combined that with a bit of luck in getting a bit of luck in getting problems that happened to be what I was learning at that time. I managed to land a couple job offers. Yep. How many lead codes did he do? I think he did like 100 or something. He didn't do that many as well. Like we both talked about this. Like we agree on the fact that when you're doing lead code questions or really any practice questions, you shouldn't be like spamming questions. Like your metric shouldn't be the number of questions that you do. It's the number of concepts that you master, like what are the types of questions, because these questions follow a specific pattern. Like there's only so many types of categories of questions. So if you just blindly just spam questions and then just hopefully like do the question do the question that they ask you on the interview, it's really not a very good technique. What's more important is to cover every single category or type of question there is and understand how to problem solve for that specific type of question. Yes, I think he did like, I don't know if he did 100 or something. He might be even less, I don't remember, which apparently is not that much. Yeah. ACTZ, you have an on-site from Microsoft and Amazon? Ooh, congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah, definitely do some lead code questions. Don't be like me and like do nothing. I don't recommend that. But I also don't think you should just like try to spam lead code questions. Hey, if you get it to on-site, that means you already have that skill set, right? So it's really just about making sure that you cover all the different types of questions. And I think you'll be good to go. All right, shall we get started again? Sorry, please like the questions that I didn't get to were like comments and stuff. Let's chat more during the next break. All right, let's get started. Cool. Second Pomodoro finished. How was studying for you guys today? What I covered today, so I finished my second active recall and went through mutual funds versus index funds versus individual stock versus ETFs. So I covered that and went through all the risk and what else did I cover for my second Pomodoro? Yeah, that was mostly it. So it was mostly risk, calculating risk and looking at the differences between stocks, mutual funds, index funds, as well as ETFs. Cool. That was fun. It was really fun. I feel like doing like oh, someone told me what it was called, like interleaving, I think it was, like doing not just one thing that you're studying is really nice because I feel a lot more refreshed than just studying one subject. I'm probably gonna do like a combination of this class, investing in stocks, as well as the engineering's ML class for next week, and following that I'm probably gonna do like 2 days of engineering's class and 1 day of this class. Yeah, I think that would be a good combo. Yep. How was you guys? How was your study session? What did you manage to get done? I can't talk today. What did you manage to get done today? Are you there, my buddy Beep Beep? Sir Beep Beep, happy to see you. How are you, sir? Sir Beep Beep was here. He was being a terrible boy and scratching my legs. I always have scratches all over my legs. It's very unfortunate. Yeah, he's being a bad boy. Now he's in a box opposite from me. You guys can't see him, but he's like in this big ass box, just sitting there, looking smug. Why aren't we studying data science? Yeah, I'm doing like a interleaving, so I'm doing data science and this. I think it helps a lot in terms of boosting motivation to actually keep going. It's nice doing different subjects. Ricardo, I scared you. I'm sorry. Okay, maybe I'll talk a little quieter. Maybe when we're done with the Pomodoro, I'll be like, "Hello, everyone. Is everybody ready for a break?" Would that help? You want to see my handwriting, Kalista? It's so awful. Wait, let me see, make sure that you guys can see. Can you guys see it? My handwriting is so god awful. Like, I can barely read what I'm writing most of the time, so I doubt that anybody else can read it. I write very, yeah, I kind of just like scribble down kind of reminders of stuff that I learned. So I don't like write everything down. It's just enough so that when I'm doing active recall, like I look at it and then I like recall what it is that I learned, and that's usually enough for me to remember the information. I also don't usually go through my notes very often because I find that as if it's like very concept heavy stuff, just having just that if I go through that active recall one time properly, I don't really need to go through it again. And if there's any details that I missed, I can just easily look up what the details are. Yeah, that is how I usually approach things. And yeah, I am left-handed. They say left-handed people are naturally good at math. It's Ioke, right? I'm sorry, I forgot how to say your name again. I remember you said it was Ioke. Ioke. I'm sorry, I'm really bad with names. But yes, I am left-handed. I don't know if I'm naturally good at math though. You guys want to know a fun fact about me? For my GRE, I got perfect for my verbal score without doing anything, but I actually had to study for the math part. It's a fun fact. Math is actually really, I like say this to people and they don't believe me because I'm doing data science. I'm not naturally good at math at all. Like I'm not terrible at math. It's not like I don't know how to do math. But naturally, if you compare my verbal versus math skills, I'm far better at verbal skills than math skills. Yep. Luke, you're considering getting a cat, but I'm scared for my board game collection. Yes, I am afraid if you get a cat, it would probably want to sit on your board game collection because cats have this way of knowing what it is that is most important to you and the thing that you are paying attention to the most. And then they will go and sit on it, like my notes. I'm like trying to like write my notes and he just plops on my notes. I'm like put him on my legs, on my lap, and I'm like, stay. But no, he does not stay. I guess you can like that's the thing. You can't if you put it really high up or like hanging up somewhere, that might prevent them. Although my cats are also really good at climbing. They're able to climb like even the thing that you see behind me, they're able to climb that. They like just like jump and claw on top of it and climb it. Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. Lloyd is Lloyd. Is that right? Lloyd. I'm literally gonna write that down because I just keep forgetting your name and I feel so bad because every time I just say your name wrong. I feel like okay, Lloyd. Lloyd. Is that correct? Okay. Lloyd. Shariman, you have a board game collection my cats won't touch because I barely play my board games. There you go. There you go. That's the answer. Don't let your cats know that you care about something. Uh, my cats like literally get into everything. Oh, I didn't even tell you guys yet. I'm getting a puppy as well. I'm getting a puppy tomorrow, so I'm so excited. I'm really, really excited to get my. Gonna be a lab puppy. Um, I haven't met him yet, but I know he's a boy and he's gonna be 8 weeks old. I'm so excited, but also a little bit worried because the cats versus puppy dynamic. I feel like with Beep Beep, I'm not as worried because he likes all animals and all people. He just likes everything and he loves everything. But I'm more worried about Boop, my other cat, because she doesn't like new things. She doesn't like new people. She doesn't like being in new environments. Last time she saw a dog, she just hissed at the dog and like ran away and wouldn't come out for hours. So I'm a little bit worried about Boop specifically. But I kind of watched some videos about how to introduce your dog to your cat so your cat doesn't feel threatened. We'll see how that goes. Ooh, yeah, I'm a little worried. I'm really, really, really excited. Yep. His name is Oh yeah, Robin. And yeah, I'll show you guys after I was gonna say I don't know why my pets are all named really weird names. But his name is Bao. In Chinese, it's like a bun. He's a little bun. And he kind of looks like a little bun right now too. Once he gets settled, I'll bring him to my live streams. Maybe he'll like sit over there or something. Or he'll just like play with Beep Beep the whole time. Yeah. I'll show you guys. Crows. Yeah, Kalista. Cats are like that. They're very cats are really strange creatures. Let's just say that. They're full of contradictions. Crow, Kalista, Luke, a dog would be very cool, but they're so high maintenance. Yeah, that's true. That's also another thing. Because with cats, you can just let them do whatever, right? Like you can just like, I don't know. They just like deal with themselves. So if you have a cat, as long as you feed them, most of the time they're okay. Like they are really needy in general, like they want like pets and stuff, but if you leave them alone, nothing would happen. But with dogs, I heard with puppies, if you leave them alone for a few hours or something, they will literally freak out and destroy everything. So I'm gonna be moving all my stuff to like places that the dog can't get. And also, that's another thing, like with cats, you don't need to potty train them because they're like naturally potty trained. You just have to show them their litter box, and then they're like, oh, like this is my litter box. I should pee and poop in there. But with dogs, like they're not potty trained naturally, right? So you have to like potty train them and make sure they don't, I don't know, like pee and poop on your bed or something. So that's also going to be a very interesting experience. I've never owned a dog before. Like my family owned a dog, but I didn't really interact with the dog that much because I don't even know why. I just like didn't really interact with the dog that much. It was like mostly outside. It just like played outside. Um, and that was when I was pretty young as well. So yeah, like now it's gonna be my first time actually owning a dog. Yeah, and you have to take it out for walks too. The person told me that I have to take it out for walks every like 2 or 3 hours in the beginning because it's a baby and it has bladder control problems. Calista, it's a lab. It's a black lab. Ricardo, you had a cat once that would fight my neighbor's dog. Oh my gosh. Who would win? Would the cat win? I feel like cats are really aggro. In a way, like even though dogs are bigger, cats are a lot more like aggressive and they're a lot more insidious. You know, they just like swipe the dog's nose or something and then just like run away. And they're a lot more nimble, so they can jump on stuff and run away. Yep. Ibrahim, you've been waiting for my turn in an oral exam since morning. Wish you luck. I'm so glad that you popped in. Good luck. It's an oral exam since morning. Good luck. You got this. You got this. Um, Sabrina, have you met Babal already? No, I haven't met Babal yet. He's in Mississippi hanging out right now. Um, Yeah, so I haven't met him yet. I'll be meeting him for the first time tomorrow as well. Yeah. I think I can show you guys maybe on Monday if he's well behaved enough. Yeah, I can show you guys on Monday, hopefully. Kalista, do you have to walk the dog and bring them out for toilet breaks? Yeah, so you have to like, isn't that so crazy? You can't just show the box the litter box. Like show the dog the litter box. Like they like you have to bring it outside to pee and poop. Like for me, that's just like I'm so used to cats. They just naturally know where they're supposed to go. But yep. Robin, in your opinion, what cloud service should I get started to learn for job finding? Ooh, we're back on track to data science. Cool. Okay, good break talking about dogs. Okay, this is unpopular opinion. Maybe it's popular, I don't know. I don't think you should learn any cloud service unless you're going specifically for a cloud specific job. If you're going for a general data science job, they're not going to ask you any questions about cloud service, and whatever that they end up using is what you're going to learn on the job. So I don't think it's necessary unless the job description specifically says they want you to know a cloud service, and then they will probably list what kind of cloud service they want you to know. That would be my recommendation. Unknown, 9 p.m. from India. Good night. 9 p.m. Oh, you guys are. Oh, it's like. Okay. So it's like 12-hour difference essentially. I'm very impressed that you're here. Glad that you're here studying. Ricardo, your cat would win. My cat would win. The dog was always trying to approach my cat to be friends with him, but he'll scratch the dog's nose. Yeah, that's what I suspected. Cats are very. It's like the nose swipe and then run away. Oh, I hope Boop doesn't do that. I don't think Beep Beep will do that because he's a friendly boy. I hope Boop doesn't do that. Maybe she'll just hiss. Hissing is fine. Hissing is fine. Attacking the dog is bad. I'm gonna try to teach that to her. Ibrahim, thanks a lot. I'm glad. Ah, you can do this. I'm rooting for you. Hey, Eugen, how's it going? Let me see if there was. I feel like there was a question previously that I thought was a really good question from earlier that I didn't respond to. Never mind. I can't find it anymore. But hopefully it wasn't. Oh, no, I don't see anything. Oh, okay. There's another question though from Ricardo. Do I do a lot of EDA for my job? Um, yeah, I think that's a really good question as well. I do a lot of that. Although with my job, because I work with so many data sets across so many different things, essentially, the EDA that I do is more like specific to the problem. So I don't like get one data set and then get comfortable with that data set over a couple of days or something. For me, it's like the speed at which I have to understand a data set is like within maybe like 20, 30 minutes. And then I start using a lot of other data sets and piecing things together. Yep. Sammy, yeah, I finished studying. Sorry, maybe you're a little late. Feel free to rewind though. I finished studying a while back. Yeah, it's from 7:30 my time, so it's Central Time to 9:30. Alexio, hey. Robert, 7 p.m. in Kenya. Ooh, that's interesting. 7 p.m. in Kenya? Okay, I guess for some reason I thought the time zone would be less different, but I guess it is pretty different. Huh. I've always wanted to go to Kenya, by the way. There's just so many places I want to go to. Let's not get into that. Okay, this is an awesome question, Sammy. How do you manage stress in your job? That is a great question. Because I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and tell you that my job is amazing and I don't get stressed out and I just sit there and eat free food. I don't even get free food because we're all remote right now. So yeah, it is stressful. It is definitely a stressful job. I guess like first thing is where I would like to talk about where the stress is coming from. So the stress for me, it's not really from because I can't figure out a problem or anything. It's like not a technical thing. It's more about communication. Um, or like trying to drive a decision. So for example, I do like some analyses or whatever, and then I'm like, oh, like we should totally do this, right? And but then I can't do it myself, so I have to go convince people to do it with me. So I have to convince like the product manager usually, or like sometimes the engineers, where like other we call them like stakeholders. And that's where it's like people have a lot of different opinions about things, and in order to convince them of something, you have to show them not just the data. Like if you show them a bunch of graphs, they don't care, right? You have to like be able to convey the story, and then in the end, try to drive like agreement from all these different parties. And that's the part. Like all these people have different opinions about things, and you have to be able to like get them all to agree on something. So that's where most of my stress comes from. And to answer the question of like how do I manage that stress, like that's something that I'm still trying really hard to figure out. One of the things that I think is the most helpful is whenever I feel like my blood pressure rising, I try to take a step back, go for a walk, or like I don't know, like do something, and then come back to it and just realize that the things that I'm working on, yes, they are important, but in the grand scheme of things, they're not like life or death situations, right? Be able to like really try to like calm down and understand where all these factors are coming from, and then just like try to consider thoughts from like try to think about things as logically as possible and without putting in emotions. That's what I think has helped me a lot. Yeah, and then like the things that I do I have to work out. I either go for a bike ride, a walk, or go to the gym pretty much every single day. If I don't, I would just become like a stress ball and also get really depressed, probably. Yeah. I hope that answered your question. Sorry, it was a little bit long-winded. But yeah, that's how I mostly manage my stress at work. Oh, another one actually is my manager. I have a great manager. So in a way, I feel like I put my stress on him sometimes. Unfortunately, if I get very stressed out, I just go talk to him about my issues, and he either helps me solve that problem by talking to other managers or like other people, or he gives me a better course of action of how to actually approach the issue that I'm dealing with. Yep. Uh, all right. I'm gonna head out in like a minute. um. Oh, Kalista, you're in Singapore. I didn't know that. You're in Singapore? 12 a.m. in Singapore. Robin, it's almost 11 p.m. here. It's almost 12 a.m. in Malaysia. Seriously, wow. I'm so happy that you guys are here. Like really, I don't think I would be able to join if it was like 12 a.m. I don't study well at night usually. Oh, there's one more thing I want to mention. The one thing that I forgot. So I saw that someone posted like a Zoom link to that. Do you guys want me just to create a Zoom call as well? Like I'm streaming here, but I can easily just create a Zoom call too. Let me know if you guys want me to do that. That might help people like feel more accountable maybe, and because it's more interactive. Yeah, I can pretty easily do that. I already stream sometimes through Discord as well. But I think that's like not that many people join me there. So yeah. Um, I think there's like a lag in the stream, so I'm just gonna talk about other stuff and see what you guys think about the Zoom call. Crow, yes. Okay, awesome. That's that sounds good to me. I will make a Zoom call. I'll post in the descriptions. And as well as the pinned comment when I start to stream. I'll just be doing both. I think it'll be best like for the Zoom call, we can just keep that chill and quiet. And then if we want to chat during breaks and stuff, I don't know. What should I do actually? So if I have the Zoom call, should I still stream on YouTube? I feel like I still should stream on YouTube because I know there's people who watch these videos outside of when I'm streaming. So I'll still stream to YouTube. And then we can like people can either just like chat on YouTube. I'll monitor both. So they can chat on YouTube or we can just like talk during the breaks on the Zoom call too. Does that sound good? Cool. All right, I'm gonna head out, everyone. Thank you so much again for joining today. Hope you had a productive study session and you're motivated and excited for the rest of the day. Or good night to many of you guys. Really happy that you guys come here. I really appreciate it so much. And yeah, have a great Friday and a great weekend. See you guys.